Hello friends and family, another day of exciting art and creativity we have. So today is gonna be super fun. It's on a book and it teaches us different languages. I'm super excited, and also please forgive me. I'm trying to say them correctly, and if they're not correct, you can definitely let me know. But I've been practicing, and it's a book called Can You Say Peace? And so for our art today, I'm going to go over it at the end, how you can do a family art project all together. And it comes out really cool. I have an example of it, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So the book is called Can You Say Peace? Let's count how many words are in that sentence. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know at the end that that is a question mark. So this is my cover or my front page, this is my back page, and this is my binding. So the book is called Can You Say Peace? And this is going to be your art lesson for today. And I just want to give you a preference. It says that today is Peace Day, but I double checked it, and Peace Day is in September. It's September 21st, so it's not Peace Day, but it's important to practice peace. And if we've been following along with Miss Kamika, she's taught us all about kindness. So I thought peace and kindness would go together in our unit of moving on. And we've gotten to learn about different countries, and we're going to talk about landscapes in our social studies video. So I'm really excited to share these next two books with you. So again, it's called Can You Say Peace? Today is Peace Day all around the world. Children everywhere will wish for peace, hope for peace, and ask for peace. All around the world today, there will be many different ways to say peace. Meena lives in India. So India is in another part of the world. It is in the continent of Asia. So there's 7 different continents, and we'll go over that more in the next lesson. So she lives in India. Meena says, Shanti. Can you practice saying Shanti? Excellent. That means peace in her language. Emily lives in America. So we all live in America. And then we live in the state of Tennessee. And the city we live in is, I know that you guys know it, Memphis. Very good. And Emily says, peace. Kenji lives in Japan. Kenji says, hey wa. Can you say hey wa? Awesome. That again means peace. Lynette lives in Australia. Lynette says, Kurtuku. Carlos lives in Mexico. Carlos says, Paz. So again, you can try and say all these words, because they're all different ways of saying peace, because we're learning about peace today. Hannah lives in Iran. Hannah says, Sol. Stefan lives in Russia. Stefan says mir. Can you say it? Awesome. We're learning so many different ways to say peace. I think that's so cool. May lives in China. May says, hey, ping. And as you can see in a lot of these different pictures in these different countries, they have different landscapes. So this unit, we're talking about moving on, and we're talking about travel. And I'm so excited to share with you because I love to travel, and I think there's so many cool things to find out in the world. And in this book and in the next book, you're going to see so many cool different landscapes. And landscapes are different types of land and the way that people live on them. So we can see the landscape. It looks like there's big mountains and a river, and there's grass. Whereas Stefan, who lives in Russia, it looks like there's a lot of snow, a bear maybe, and they have different buildings. In Iran, it looks like there might be more dirt and that it's dry there. So the landscape they might have might be desert-like. And then even in Mexico, there's grass, there's also dirt, there's cactuses, which usually are indicative of a plant that grows in dry places. And then this one's really cool because you can see these might be called eucalyptus trees, and you can see there's koala bears and kangaroos, but like we're not going to see those koala bears and kangaroos hopping around in Memphis because they need a different landscape than us. So I'm really excited for that lesson. But I just wanted to point that out, that in different parts of the world, there's different landscapes and environments, and it's super cool to learn about different people and their cultures and also their languages. So we just visited China, and now we're going to go to France. Claire lives in France. Claire says, pay. Sadiki lives in Ghana. Sadiki says, Goom Gigi. Alana lives in Bolivia. Alana says, now this is a long one, so just try with me. Mo casa ka ma nia. And that is a really long way to say peace in her language. All around the world, children want to go to school, to walk in their towns and cities, to play outside, and to share food with their families. They want to do all these things and feel safe. No matter how we say it, we all want peace. And I think we get to do this almost every day when we're together. We get to go to school. We sometimes go on walks around our school so we can see our city a little bit. We definitely, when it's not raining or too cold, we love playing outside on the playground. And then we get to have like almost 3 meals together. We get to have breakfast, we get to have lunch, and we get to have snack as well. So we kind of all get to do these things and have peace in our day when we have school. And then I'm sure we all do it together when we are outside of school with our friends and our family. So that's really cool that not only do we do that in Memphis, but people are doing it all over the world. And parents, when I send out this lesson, I'm going to send out a video on the United States, and I'm going to send out a ton of other like resources to help supplement and to understand landscapes and geography and other things that children might be asking or curious about while this lesson is being taught, because it's super cool to learn about different people and their cultures and just know about the world. So I'll also be sending out several references and links to what we've learned about and talked about with vocabulary. And then it says, can you say peace? And it says all the different words that we have learned. And then it has all the beautiful, different, unique children that we learned about. And we got to go to all their countries, which was super cool. And then here's, like I said, a map. And like I said, I'm going to send out a US like map or song. And then I'll also have one on the world so that they can understand that as well. Because I know that's a big new concept we didn't get a chance to talk about. So that's where all our friends came from, and it's super cool. So the art project I thought would be super fun. I guess I was just feeling that you're going to do stuff with your hands this week. I thought it would be cool to show peace and that we choose peace by doing some handprints and then getting to decorate them and color them and make them unique, because everyone's handprints and their fingerprints are unique to themselves. So I thought it would be super fun as a family if you could all get together and put your handprints on a paper and trace them and then color them in. So this is what me and my family had done. So as you can see, I didn't do the coloring, if you're wondering if I colored this in. I thought it would be super fun to do it with my family, and it's kind of hard to see, but it says we choose peace, and then we also wrote pause at the bottom, because that was a different word that we had learned was peace. So as you can see, I chose yellow because that was my favorite color, and then Kaylee, she did her hand inside of mine, and then Amelia, and then Daddy. So we did it all together. Yours doesn't have to look this way, but we just thought it could be a fun way to let them color and understand that we're a family and we choose to have peace. And we just went over what peace meant and examples from the book. And it was just a really nice craft to be able to color and come together and trace our hands, even if it looked silly. So I hope you enjoy this art for this week, because I really enjoyed doing that and spending time with my family.